We are in 2026.
Yeah, exactly.
Already we are about to enter into March 2026, and we are finally sitting since we met last time in 2025. And we would like to speak, we would like to talk to our audience about the latest news related to relations here on the Costa del Sol.
Yes, exactly. So we were very busy at the beginning of this year. It was a roller coaster. And we finally had the chance to sit together, and we are going to talk about the three most important topics that have changed related to real estate law this year, the year 2026. We are going to start with topic number 1, which is
the investors. We have this new law regarding the 2% property transfer tax. And maybe you can tell us more about it.
Exactly. So as you know, the reduced transfer tax, the 2%, has suffered some changes, meaning that the amount of the price of the property now is fixed.
It's not, well, I don't think so it's fixed, it's just that it needs to be below 500,000 euros. No?
Or the
price.
limit. Or
that's the limit, correct.
Exactly, 500,000 euros. So 1.5 million euros, it's the maximum amount that a property or annexes can, the value that they can have to apply for this reduced transfer tax. But this is the first change that we have. There are two.
Related to the same regulation, to the same
exactly. The second aspect is related to the period of time that you have to sell the property, to put it back again into the market.
I always knew that it was up to 5 years as well.
It changed. Before it was 5 years, now it's 2 years.
Only 2 years.
2 years. So you have a maximum amount for the value of the property, and you have a limit that is lower to sell it again, to resell it. Very important thing that I always tell my clients, these are properties bought by professionals. It can be a company or a real estate agent that buys the property to put it again back into the market, to resell it. So you want maybe to do some changes in the property, to paint or to do some refurbishment, and then you resell it.
The purpose is buying, renovating and reselling, or buying, waiting for the property to gain some value and then sell it. And meanwhile, I think it's the third factor, no, that is coming, which is...
But this was already like that before, because you know, our friend, the tax office, is always watching this very close, that you are not renting. So you can't rent the property if you want to apply for the 2% reduced transfer tax. Because if you rent, or for example, the partner of the company is living there and paying a rent to the company, then the tax office will come back and will ask you to pay the difference between the 7% and the 2%. So be careful, please.
Okay, so it means when you buy a property as an investor, you normally pay that property tax after a few weeks or months. I think you have up to 2 months, something like that?
You have 2 months, this is correct, Yelitza, or 60 natural days to pay the transfer tax from the day the title deed was signed at the notary. But I would never recommend you to wait until the last day to pay the transfer tax, because there can be many problems with the online payment, with the bank receipt to be received. So avoid it. I had this problem once, so you are always learning from this kind of situations.
Yeah,
okay.
So we don't wait until the last minute to pay our taxes.
Please not.
Especially in this case, if you want to take advantage of this reduced property tax. So if you go today to pay your property taxes as an investor, then 1-2 months later you decide to rent, or you rent it to a friend of you, etc. You shouldn't do it. That's it. You should not do it, because otherwise you should be honest and go to the tax office yourself and pay the difference. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Exactly. Wow. So it's important to have a plan before you apply for benefits regarding taxes. No, if you know for sure you are buying to renovate and to resale, then of course you apply. But if not, don't do it because you will have problems afterwards with the tax office, and we don't want this to happen.
Okay. And what about the owner? Can the owner live in the property?
The investor can be a professional in the real estate sector. It could be, for example, a real estate a freelance, exactly. So it's not necessary to have the company. And of course, you don't pay a rent for your own to yourself, exactly. But in the case of company, be careful.
A little bit tricky.
Yes. So you buy to renovate and resale. That's the idea.
You benefit of the 2%
exactly.
tax.
Yes.
Okay.
So this was topic number 1.